Pretty in pink, foam free. How amazing. Let me show you how it's done. The materials, we have so many amazing pink flowers. But the vessel, milk glass. Thank you to Susie. This is so grand. And yes, Annie, I know it's yours, but I'm using it today. To add to the mechanics, floral netting tucked down inside. You're not going to be able to see it. Just putting it in. There we go. Then add fresh water pre-mixed with flower food, and then you're ready to design. As you begin, you want to think of your bigger things. So the sugar sumac, it's a fairly heavy bloom. So pulling off the sides and then giving it a break. You can cut it and then setting it down in, creating a nice base for the arrangement. You can go back with your smaller pieces and tuck them down very low, making sure they're down into the water, and repeating that, and then coming back. Bring in the roses. Garden roses are so fabulous, oh so fragrant. And then tucking those. And then everything you do, radiate from that central binding point. So you go all the way around into the floral netting, maybe adding the tulip, tucking it, knowing those will continue to grow, but letting them come out and look beautiful. As you continue, think about your lighter materials. The sweet peas, oh so fragrant, giving it a cut, and then letting it extend a little longer. Maybe the larkspur, coming out, that lighter pink. A bit of the butterfly ranunculus. They're so dainty and yet so incredibly long lasting, but letting them extend over the top, but radiating through that central binding point to give you a nice full round design. As you finish, look at it from all sides. Make sure that it's balanced, that everything works together, and then fill in where you might need another little flower, finding the perfect spot, feeding it in, and then going back, adding a little more texture and fragrance with the ariostemon, bringing that out, and it's a nice alternative to foliage because it gives you that green, but yet it's just yet another flower with a beautiful fragrance that's so fabulous. Feeding that in, letting it extend, adding a little more interest to the design, and again, radiating from that central binding point. The recipe. I started with the sugar bush sumac. I used 2 branches that I cut apart and spread around. Then Myra's bridal pink, how fabulous. I used 7 stems. Tulips, 5 stems. Sweet peas, 6 stems. And then moving on to the larkspur, 5 stems. Divided it out so I had some of the tendrils, some of the stems, and then some of the blooms. Butterfly ranunculus, just 3 stems cut apart. And then lastly, adding in the ariostemon, use 3 stems cut into different sections to finish filling. Floral design is so fun when you have fabulous materials. You're going to find even more creative inspiration on our website, flowerschool.com. If you have questions, you can reach us through there. But now it's your turn. Gather your most favorite pink blossoms, create an arrangement, and post it on social media. Be sure to hashtag Floral Design Institute. That way we all can see what you do as you do something you love.